Welcome back. We found slope-intercept from a table. Now let's find it from a graph. Go ahead and copy this down. Sketch the graph as best as possible. Pause the video if you need to. And we're still looking for the same two things, slope and y-intercept. So slope, there's your formula. Let's get ready to plug in the values. We're going to get the numbers from points on the graph. So I need to find two good points. Here's one. And that point is sitting at 0, comma, down 1, that's -1. 0, comma, -1. All right, and another point, if I look here, this seems to meet up right here. So this point is at 1, comma, -2. All right, so let's connect this to what we were doing on our table. Our coordinate points have an x value and a y value, so we can actually make a table out of it. Sweet. All right, then we get to follow the exact same steps we did before. So we're going to move through this a little bit quicker. So step 1 before was to label your x1, y1. So here we go, x1, y1, x2, y2. Got it. All right, so step 2, what was it? Let's go back and look. Step 2 says to plug in the values, and step 3 says to calculate. Cool. So step 2, let's plug in our values. We have y2 is -2, y1 -1, x2 1, x1 0. All right, grab our calculators. To get off this screen, you can do second mode, clear it out, and I'm simply typing it in, just like we've done before. All right, we get -1. M equals -1. All right, our y-intercept. So if we look, we already have that 0, -1. Y-intercept starts with 0, so there it is. We can see that the y-intercept, 0, -1, is this point on the y-axis. So there's your y-intercept. It is always on the y-axis. All right, so our y value was -1. We can say that b equals -1. All right, let's put those together. Y equals mx plus b. Plug in your values. Y equals -1x minus 1, which is the same thing as saying y equals -x minus 1. All right, so just like before, we can check it. So if you go to y equals, you type it in. Let's check to see if it matches the table that we created. So if we look, we have 0, -1, I can see that, and 1, -2. So it works. I can also look at the graph. Now the graph is not an exact way to check it. You need those points, but you can identify some features. You can see my calculator, the line is going down. It's also going down here. I can see that the y-intercept on my calculator is below 0. I can see that the y-intercept is below 0. So it does look similar. All right, if you feel comfortable with this, go on and do problem 3 and 4. If you need more help, go back and rewatch the video. If that still doesn't help, ask one of us to help you.